Welcome to Sorare Assist, assisting you in your Sorare journey. This is part 2 of my budget scouting series in the Argentinian and Brazilian leagues, which of course are due to resume over the next few months. Before we get stuck into it, welcome all Sorare managers. As usual, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell to be alerted about any new videos. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and Reddit, and for more free Sorare content, please check out SorareAssist.com. Links are in the description. If you're not signed up to Sorare yet, then sign up using the link below to get a free limited card after buying any 5 cards. Okay, so straight on to today's content then. As I say, this is part 2 of the budget scouting series that I'm doing. I'm starting off with the Argentinian and Brazilian leagues, but I will be doing a number of scouting videos over the next few weeks, predominantly for all the leagues that have concluded or for the leagues that have got a long winter break, because a lot of these players are available at a very cheap price. As usual, make sure you do all your research on these player picks, and also remember that this is not financial advice. Okay, so let's get straight stuck into the next player that I've gone for, carrying on from the last week's video. So the first player I've gone for is Matias de los Santos, a defender for Vélez, 29-year-old. Last season he started 22 games. He had 1 goal, 48 accurate passes, which is looking impressive with 83% accuracy. And he also kept a fantastic 10 clean sheets in those 22 games. Now his tackling and passing numbers are looking impressive as well, 1.3 and 1.0 respectively. And also total ground duels is looking good at 4.8, which is 62%. So it does look a fantastic player there. Now looking at his scores, his scores look absolutely brilliant, as you can see. Some fantastic high numbers here, a couple of 90s there as well, a few 80s, a lot of 60s, 70s. So this guy does look very impressive. Now this price here, 31 for the limited and 352 for the rare, does look still cheap for a player who's going to produce in these type of scores. And he's also playing in a Vélez team that's keeping a lot of clean sheets. Another defender I liked was Racing Club's Nicolas Dominguez, 31-year-old Argentinian. Again, he plays in the defence, mainly as a centre-back, but he can also play in the central midfield as well. Last season, he started 19 games, had 1 goal. He also had 54 accurate passes per game, which is very impressive. 84% accuracy as well to boot. And also 2 interceptions per game and 1.7 tackles per game. In terms of his duels, that's looking impressive as well at 4.0 per game. So this guy is looking absolutely fantastic, and he's looking like he's also on form as well. So how does this equate to his SO5 scores then? So as you can see, he's got some fantastic scores here. He's got some higher numbers as well, a couple of 80s there, some 70s. But he's also getting consistently good high 50 scores as well, around that mark. So this guy would probably be good for a threshold team player as well. But he's also capable of chipping in with some higher scores. So he is looking very impressive. He is actually categorised as a midfielder on Sorare, as you can see here. And his price is going at around 151 over the last 2 weeks, which for a midfielder does look very impressive. Next player I've gone for is Corinthians' Vena. 32 now, but this attacking right back is still looking very impressive. Started 35 games last season, he got 1 assist. He's got a number of accurate passes at 83% accuracy, but his interceptions and tackles look particularly impressive, 1.6 and 2.1, and also his ground duels as well, 4.7 per game. So stats wise, this guy does look very impressive. In terms of his scores on the SO5, his scores are also looking absolutely brilliant. I mean, look at this graph. This looks absolutely fantastic. He's got a number of 90 scores there, some 80s, 70s, a lot of 60s. This guy really does look the business. And if you can get his limited card for around £6.20, that to me looks an absolute steal. And his rare card is also going for a very cheap £117. So yeah, again, he looks like a fantastic option. So let's move on to a midfielder now that caught the eye, and that is Vena of Sorare SC. Obviously plays in the Brazilian league. Last season he started 26 games. He got 8 goals, also 2 assists. He's also averaging 2.3 shots per game, which is looking absolutely fantastic. And he's also created 8 big chances and 1.8 key passes per game. So this guy is in a very attacking, creative player who's going to be getting you plenty of high scores on SO5. So let's have a look at his SO5 scores then. Straight away we can see his last 5 and last 15 is looking very impressive. And also his scores are looking absolutely fantastic. He's also got a couple of 100 scores here as well. So he's playing with most of the games, as you can see as well here. And he's very capable of getting these high numbers. As I say, probably due to his goals and also his assists. So this guy to me looks very, very impressive. And he can bag his card for around £28 on the limited and a very cheap £278 for the rare, which looks very cheap for me for a player who's scoring these sort of scores and of course for an attacking midfielder. Another player as well that caught the eye is Emiliano Vecchio of Rosario Central. 33 now, but he does look like he is going to agree another contract at Rosario Central at the time of recording. It does look like that is in the works and highly likely that he is going to get another contract with Rosario Central. Again though, do your own research on that. But if he does stay, then Rosario Central are going to get a player who's assisting and scoring a lot of goals. So let's have a look then. Last season he started 13 of the 15 games. He scored 5 goals and also got 5 assists. He's averaging 1.3 shots per game, 7 big chances created and 3.1 key passes per game. So this does look very, very impressive. Accurate passes also looks good, 43 accurate passes, 86% accuracy. So this guy obviously sees a lot of the ball. He does a lot of attacking play. He sees plenty of big chances created. He does a number of key passes in the game. And as you can see here on SofaScore, he's getting plenty of goals and assists towards the end of last season. So this guy looks absolutely fantastic. Now let's see his SO5 scores then. I think we know already that these scores and these stats are going to equate to some fantastic scores, as you can see on screen here. Some brilliant scores here. He's got a 100 there, a few 90s, some 80s. Very, very impressive. And his last 5 is 74 average. So, like I said, this guy looks an absolute steal at around 183 for a very attacking midfielder. I think his price has probably come down due to the Argentina League finishing, but also due to the uncertainty on his future. But as I say, from what I've read, it looks like he's probably going to be agreeing another contract. Now the first forward that I've punted on is Willian of Corinthians. He obviously used to play for Arsenal and Chelsea. Now when he went to Arsenal he didn't really look that impressive, I must admit, but we do know his qualities, and at Chelsea he was a fantastic player. Now he has only been at Corinthians a few months. He actually started 6 of the games and he got 2 assists for them as well. But I expect him to start a lot more games in the upcoming season because he is still a fantastic player and he has only just turned 33. Playing for a decent side as well in Corinthians, and just some of the stats per game when he is playing 90 minutes, it does look very impressive. So let's have a look at this game here then. So he got an assist in this game where he played 89 minutes and he had 42 accurate passes out of 46 attempted passes, 91%. He also had 4 key passes in this game and also attempted 5 crosses as well. He also got a shot on target and had 8 successful dribbles out of 9, and also he had 14 ground duels won out of 18. So that is absolutely fantastic. And he's also chipped in with 2 interceptions and 2 tackles. So I expect Willian to really crack on this season with Corinthians. I think he's got a long contract with them as well. I expect him to be a key player for them next season. He's probably going to be back to full fitness, match fitness as well, come the start of the Brazilian League. And I think Willian is going to be a fantastic card on SO5. So looking at his scores then. So in terms of his scores on the SO5 scoring matrix, as you can see here, this is the period I was talking about where he was playing fantastic. On and off in his Arsenal career, which is around here, and this area here is Corinthians' career so far. But as we know, he's not been starting every game and he's not been playing 90 minutes in every game. But when he does start 90 minutes, I think this is the game I highlighted a minute ago. He actually got 97 points in that game where he did play 89 minutes. So I expect Willian to crack on. I've actually already bought the limited card of Willian, and I'm going to also look to potentially buy the rare card as well, because I am confident that Willian is going to be a fantastic player for the Corinthians in the upcoming season. Now, another player that caught the eye was Kenner of Atletico Mineiro. 32-year-old, he's only just turned 32 in September, but this guy does look absolutely fantastic, and he is looking very cheap as well. He started 17 of the games last season, scored 5 goals and also got 5 assists. He averaged 1.7 shots per game, which would suggest he should have probably scored more than 5 goals, and he also has created 3 big chances as well. So he is definitely one who's capable of scoring a lot of goals, and if we look at his scores on the SO5 scoring matrix, he has also got some very impressive scores. As you can see here in this period, he was getting some brilliant scores, banging in plenty of goals, but in this period he's also done well as well. So a few did not play here, but I think that was due to injury, so this guy does look very impressive. And also at these prices for a forward, don't forget, I think he looks very cheap. Only £14 on the limited and around £177 on the rare. Now I expect if he starts banging in the goals and getting these sort of scores, or even these scores that he got towards the end of last season, this price is going to be a lot more than that come the start of the season. So I'm sure you'll agree there's plenty of options there to get stuck into and research. Let me know if you're thinking of buying any of these players and any of these players stuck out to you. Do let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, then please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and ping that notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and Reddit, and for more free Sorare content, please check out SorareAssist.com. Links are in the description below. And if you're not signed up to Sorare yet, then sign up using the link below to get a free limited card. As I say, stay tuned to the channel because I will be doing more budget videos like this on the MLS players and also on the Austrian and Russian league players as well. Not only that, I'll also be highlighting some budget options in the Asia division as well, with those leagues starting again at the end of February. Okay, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you again soon.